Hi boys and girls, so today in math we are going to be looking at lesson practice 116, 116, and it is on money. So it's on coins that we've been talking about, and so we are going to review them with a little song that Miss Gish found. So if you have your fake money or you printed out some money that you want to use, you can hold it up with Miss Gish, or you can find some around your house that you can use as well. That's what Miss Gish did. So we're going to start with this guy that is our penny, and we are going to go penny, penny, easily spent, copper brown and worth 1 cent. Good job. And now we are going to do our nickel. So find your nickel. It kind of looks like our dime, but it's a little bit bigger, right? So it looks like that. And then, oh, sorry, mine's upside down. Looks like that. So then we're going to go nickel, nickel, thick and fat. You're worth 5 cents. I know that. And then you're going to get your smaller dime, right? And we're going to go dime, dime, thin and little. I remember you're worth 10. Good job, boys and girls. And then we're going to do our last one that we talked about last week. We introduced our big quarter, and we're going to go quarter, quarter, big and bold. You're worth 25 cents, I'm told. Good job, boys and girls. So I hope you enjoyed my song today. I know I'm not the best singer, but I thought I'd sing a little song to you about our coins to help us remember how much they're worth, right? Because it can be a challenge. You're looking at all your quarters and say, well, Miss Gish, or looking at all your coins and saying, well, Miss Gish, 3 of them are the same color. So I know my penny because it's the copper one, right? And my quarter's the biggest one. And then our nickel and our dime confuse us because the dime is worth more than the nickel, even though they're smaller. So boys and girls, we just gotta remember them so you can sing the song. You can also, I put Jack Hartman's money song in there as well that you can watch again, which is a good reminder and a fun way to learn it. So I am just going to review a little bit, and I'm gonna draw out our coins. We're just gonna review a little bit about how we combine them and put them all together. So if I were to have this, and I had 3 dimes, how many cents would I have? Now remember, boys and girls, when we're combining our coins, we're combining them and we're counting them by how much they're worth. So for our pennies, we're going to be counting by 1 because it's worth 1 cent. And for our nickels, we're going to be counting by 5 because it's worth 5 cents. And for our dimes, we're going to be counting by 10 because it's worth 10 cents. Now, our quarters are harder because they're worth 25 cents. We don't know how to count by 25 cents. So that's a challenge. If you do and you want to try it, go for it. But we're just going to work with counting our, combining our nickels, pennies, and dimes. Okay? And then just recognizing our quarters. So if I had this and I gave you this, how many cents would I have? If you told me I had 30 cents, you are correct. Good job. And remember, our cent sign is just a C with a line. That's it. So it's good to practice writing that cent sign too. All right, let's see. If I had how many cents would I have? Remember, you gotta look at how much Miss Gish wrote it on. Now, boys and girls, when it's on your paper, it doesn't have how much the cents is worth, but if it helps you to write that number below, that's always an option as well. All right, if you told Miss Gish that you had 25 cents, you are correct. Good job, boys and girls. All right, let's do another one. I'll have you look at this one for a little bit and see if you can count them. How many cents do I have all together? And look at how much they're worth too. Good job, boys and girls. I have 1 cent. So, boys and girls, if you would like to now go do your lesson practice 116, you can by yourself, or you can listen to Miss Gish and she'll do the first couple with you guys. So you can either pause me or stop me and do it by yourself, or you can do it with me. So we're looking at the first row, and I see that it has 4 coins. Now, boys and girls, I see that it has 4, but if I look at those coins, look closely, and I see, now, boys and girls, it's kind of hard because I don't really get that color, so I don't know which one a penny is worth on our sheet or anything like that. But boys and girls, if we remember that every single coin has a different president on it, it might help us out. So on our penny coin, we have, does anyone remember? Who is on our penny? Let's see, who is on our penny? He wears a really, really tall hat. Abraham Lincoln. Good job, boys and girls. So, Abraham Lincoln is on our penny. So if we look super duper close at that guy right there, does that match who's on your worksheet in the first box? The one that looks like that. It does, right? So, boys and girls, if it helps you to write at the bottom the little ones to help you remember that that's only worth 1, you can do that, right? So it says to draw the line to match how many coins are in each row to the price tag. So if you were to draw to the price tag, which box would you draw to if you had pennies in that box? You would draw to the 4 cents. Good job, boys and girls. Nice work. And then the next one, now these next 2 look like they're probably not the quarters because they're not the really, really big one. So boys and girls, if you want to get that one out of the way, you can look at the very bottom box and see that it only has 1 coin in it, and it's the biggest coin. So if it's the big and bold one, it's going to be our quarter one, right? It's going to be our really big coin. It's going to be the quarter that looks like that. So you can draw that one to the 25 cents because we know that one's worth 25 cents. And then if you're looking at the other one and you want to see the difference, now you're going to be looking at the size maybe, and maybe the president might help you. So if the size is going to help you, you're going to see that the bigger one is our nickel, right? And the smaller one is our dime. And you're going to remember that if it's a nickel, it's worth 5 cents, and if it's a dime, it's worth 10. So if that helps you, then remember that, and you can write at the bottom on the second one, you can write 5s to help you out and then count by 5s and see what you get for an answer. Or if it helps you to look at the presidents, and you may know that, which I don't know my presidents very well, so maybe this doesn't help you, but they look different on the coins. So if you're looking at the dime, it's President Franklin D. Roosevelt. That's on this one. And on the nickel, we have President Thomas Jefferson. So we haven't learned about all of our presidents yet, but we've talked a little about them. So maybe that helps you because they look different. Miss Gish just looks at the size of our quarters and our quarters, dimes, and nickels to help me out. So if you were to do the next one, you're going to notice that it has 4 nickels. And so if you're counting by 5s, you're going to get what? You're going to get 20 cents. Good job, boys and girls. I want you to do the next one that has dimes by yourself and see if you can figure it out. And then don't forget about filling in the numbers 11 to 30 on the back. All right? So, boys and girls, Miss Gish is so proud of you. Keep it up with the coins. I know that it's a challenge some days, but I just want you to keep trying your best. And boys and girls, if you want a challenge, I want you to combine on the bottom of your paper. There's a little bit of room. I want you to make your own box and combine more than 1 coin. So maybe you combine nickels or dimes and try to add them all together and see what you get, okay? I want you to try that as a challenge today. All right, boys and girls, go work with your coins. See you later.